Hi guys, welcome back to Yana's English Academy, where we break down real English from real people, and today we're learning English Mr. Beast style. Mr. Beast is not just the biggest YouTuber in the world, he also has some beast-level vocabulary. Today, we're breaking down some of his best expressions from the Diary of a CEO podcast and learning how you can use them too. Let's go.
And where did that come from?
I have no idea, to be honest. Honestly, it feels like it was just in my DNA, in my bloodstream.
Phrase number 1. It's in my DNA. Mr. Beast said, honestly, it feels like it was in my DNA, in my bloodstream. If something is in your DNA, it means it's a deep part of who you are. It's natural for you. For example, she's an amazing singer. It's like music is in her DNA. For me, drinking coffee every morning, yeah, it's in my bloodstream.
My mom hated it growing up. We'd always argue and she has this thing where like once Jimmy sets his mind to something, he just never stops. And it would always piss her off because when it was YouTube and she wanted me to be studying.
Number 2, setting your mind to something. When you set your mind to something, you decide to do it and stay super focused. She set her mind to learning English and now she's fluent. I set my mind to eating healthy, but then pizza happened.
Am I too extreme? Like people are very intimidated by me because I just am so obsessed with work and I'm so all in. And like, is this like unhealthy? Should I try to be more like a normal human?
Number 3, going all in. If you're all in, you are 100% committed to something. No hesitation. For example, she's all in on starting her own business. Or, I'm all in on this Netflix series, Goodbye Social Life.
I mean, I've mentioned this before, but one of the like things that like I have a memory of that like really is burned in my brain is like people one time like a high schooler told me when I was in middle school, like all you do is talk about YouTube. Like
Number 4, burning my brain. Something that's burnt in your brain is unforgettable. That embarrassing moment from high school? Yeah, still burning in my brain. The lyrics to Baby Shark? Sadly, burned in my brain forever.
and I tried to like watch South Park, because that's what a lot of people in my school watch to fit in. And I just couldn't. I was like, this is such a waste of time.
Number 5, fitting in. To fit in means to feel like you belong in a group. She moved to a new school and struggled to fit in at first.
It's great now. Me and my mom have a phenomenal relationship, but on the come up, it was pretty rough because.
Number 6, the struggles of the come up. On the come up means during the early struggles before success. For example, he is a millionaire now, but on the come up, he slept in his car. On the come up, she worked 3 jobs to support her dreams.
My mom was working 2 jobs and, barely getting by. And so I didn't see her that much because.
Number 7, barely getting by. To barely get by means to just survive with little money. After paying rent, he's barely getting by this month.
She didn't want me to end up like them, and, get screwed and not have much money. And like the path I was going down was just basically like, oh, I'm going to be a homeless drug addict.
Number 8, getting screwed. To get screwed means to be put in a bad situation. I got screwed when they canceled my flight last minute. Don't sign the contract without reading it first. You might get screwed.
And but to me, I don't really feel risk. Like if anything, it like risk excites me and like I have very high threshold for it. So
Number 9, to have a high threshold for risk. This means you are not easily scared by danger or challenges. Entrepreneurs need a high threshold for risk. Me, I have a low threshold for risk. I panic over Wi-Fi going out.
I trust you. I know this. You think about this all day. Like I'm gonna just follow your lead, and our relationship has been, perfect ever since then.
Number 10, follow my lead. If you follow someone's lead, you let them make decisions and copy what they do. I don't know this dance, so just follow your lead. Cooking? I'll follow your lead, or we'll have a disaster.
It's just kind of the thing is, one thing that irks me is when people try to like put someone's motivation into like one little bucket. Like we're very complex creatures.
Number 11, to irk somebody. If something irks you, it annoys you. For example, it irks me when people chew loudly. Slow Wi-Fi? That irks everyone.
Very weird. Like it wasn't like it was work for me grinding YouTube for those 10 years or whatever where no one was really watching it.
Number 12, to grind. Grinding actually means working super hard for a long time. She's been grinding for years to get her dream job. I'm grinding in the gym, kinda.
I just really love solving consistent, complex, hard problems. I think that's like what gets me out of bed. And like the harder the problems, the more exciting it is.
Number 13, what gets you out of bed? What gets you out of bed is what motivates you. Coffee is what gets me out of bed. My alarm clock, not so much.
It's all the typical stuff. Like you are obviously who you surround yourself with. And luckily, I just got around the right people in my later teenage years because.
Number 14, getting around the right people. To get around the right people means to surround yourself with good influences. If you want to succeed, get around successful people.
I feed off the energy of the people probably around me. It's so obvious. Like I start to talk like them. I become interested in the things they're interested in. I mean, this.
Number 15, feeding off somebody's energy. To feed off somebody's energy actually means to be influenced by the people around you. For example, I feed off the excitement of the crowd. And there you have it, 15 epic expressions straight from MrBeast himself. Now, if you want to sound like a native speaker and maybe manifest $1 billion YouTube empire while you're at it, start using these phrases in your daily conversations. But hey, don't stop here. If you love this, I've got even more language gold for you. Want to master phrasal verbs? I've got a video for that. Love TV shows? Check out my 25 idioms from Suits video because, let's face it, who wouldn't want to sound as sharp as Harvey Specter? Links are in the description. Go take your English game to the next level, and I'll see you in the next one.